Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are here. It is our live show, first live show of 2023. Hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season. My name is Eric Mitchell. Of course, I am your host, and tonight it looks like I am flying solo, which is fine. A few of my team members had some last minute things come up. I hope that they are all okay. But tonight, we are going to be talking some Star Wars stuff, and we are going to be opening up some cards here. Ooh, 10 packs. Awesome. We are going to be opening up some Book of Boba Fett trading cards from Tops. So, super excited about doing this. We are going to be doing that here in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to just let you all know what's going on. This year, we are going to be hitting the ground running with a lot of content. As you saw earlier this week, we released our review of The Princess and the Scoundrel from Beth Revis, or written by Beth Revis. So, super excited for all of you to listen to that. Coming up this week, we are going to be doing a review of George Mann's High Republic audio drama, The Battle for Jeddah, or Battle of Jeddah, I should say. Forgive me. Excuse me. And we are just going to have a lot of fun this year. Also, I am coordinating with Abby to get started on the Clone Wars stuff, and we are just going to have tons of fun this year, as I said. So, couple of announcements. We got into Farpoint convention in February. So we are going to be bringing you coverage from Farpoint. Probably not going to be bringing you a live show that weekend, as we may be at the Masquerade event at Farpoint, which is it's a big, big party. This is my first Farpoint, and honestly, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I've done like smaller conventions at this venue before, such as Shore Leave, and when Regeneration Who was there, we did that. So I know that stuff, but this is a Farpoint is brand new to me. But I'm super, super excited to bring you all coverage from that event. Also, we are applying to do a panel at AwesomeCon in June. Yes, we are applying to do a High Republic panel at AwesomeCon in June. It's going to be myself, Star Wars.com, occasional Star Wars.com writer, Bria Lavorgna. I'm sorry, Bria, if I messed up your last name. I apologize. I will make sure that I learn it by the time the panel does happen. And excuse me, I'm so sorry for yawning. Everybody, please forgive me. And I am also working on getting one of the High Republic writers on the panel as well. One that has broken our hearts multiple times, and they are also responsible for Vernestra Rowe and Emery Cantaros. Yes, we are talking about Justina Ireland. Yes, Justina Ireland will hopefully be joining us for that panel if we get approved for it at AwesomeCon in June. A lot going on. Super, super, super excited to bring you all sorts of fun. So, how about we start opening some card packs here, and then we are also going to um, talk some Star Wars. I will also be giving you my thoughts on the Battle of Jeddah, non spoiler thoughts. And I gotta tell you, hey, Farm Boy, how's it going, buddy? Um, Let me see here. I am trying to find something to. I got it. Actually, no. I'm gonna have to bite this. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Um, so yeah, Battle of Jeddah, really, really fun, super entertaining, and I gotta tell you, these audio dramas that they've been giving us, whether it be Dooku Jedi Lost or Tempest Runner, or even, give me a second here, or even, uh, Dr. Afra. Sorry, had to think for a second. They've been a lot of fun, super entertaining, and that's what it's about. So, I want to know, what are your favorite Star Wars audio dramas or favorite Star Wars audio book if you've been keeping track or if you listen to them? Give me a second here. I'm going to keep opening this, so feel free to chat in the chat. How the hell? There we go. I got my finger. There we go. Finally. All right. So we've got this open. This is the Book of Boba Fett trading cards. Um, you get 10 in a pack. So we are going to be talking about that. So we are going to be opening these. Oh, that's really cool. At the top here, you have the Boba Fett symbol here. Sorry. Got the ring light on, so it's going to be a little bit. And then you can see here we've got 10 packs. So each pack contains 6 cards. Just going to count these out real quick. You know, when you post it on Legion, I know from. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really want to get into uh like Star Wars miniatures games this year. Last year, I mean, back in 21, I got an second edition X-Wing starter set that has like Luke Skywalker's X-Wing with the 2 TIE fighters. So like I want to get into X-Wing, and then a few years back before that, I also got the starter set for Armada. So like I want to play that as well. It's my curse to deal with when I listen to many pods as I do. No, I totally get it. But then I saw we were looking at a couple of uh, gaming stores today, because I was thinking about trying to get into Warhammer. Um, I won a Warhammer 40K box set a couple of years ago in a contest, and I still haven't put any of the minifigures together. Um, but I was thinking, do I want to get into Warhammer or do I want to just stick to Star Wars? And honestly, Star Wars is definitely my wheelhouse, and it's definitely one of those things that I absolutely love. And with Legion, they have Clone Wars characters and uh, original trilogy characters, and they have Rogue One characters, and all of these different things and scenarios. And so I just figured to myself, I'll clean up a little bit around here and then get a space to put together some Legion models and do some painting. And, once I get like my proper streaming space set up, which will be later this year, I'm going to do some painting streams as well. That way you guys can see this hobby. If I get deeper into X-Wing, you'll see like vehicle unboxings and stuff like that, miniatures unboxings and stuff. So right now we are going to start opening these Book of Boba Fett cards. Like I said, you get 6 in a pack, and here is the cover art, and it's actually really really cool. I love this pack art. Um, it's really neat. So let's get into this first pack here. If I can open it, there we go. Got it open. All right, so let's see here. We have the first card is a picture of Drash chasing down the Major Domo. So we get the Go-Go Vesper Rangers speeder chase here as our first card. That's pretty cool. It says, beginning at City Hall, the pursuit leads all throughout the streets of Mos Espa. Cutting tight corners and smashing through the streets, the citizens of the city evade the chase. Drash heads up a staircase on her grav scoot, riding on the roof and coming off the edge. She lands on top of the Major Domo's land speeder, causing him to lose control and spin out. Now cornered by Drash, the Major Domo has nowhere to run. Boba Fett jets in and demands to know where the mayor is. He's with the Pikes. He's working with the Pikes, the Major Domo reveals. 6 cards in a pack. So that's the first one. The next one, yes, trash. The next one here we have Kersantin's assassination attempt. So we have him fighting a Gamorrean guard here. That's pretty cool. All right, our third card is we have a Mandalorian poster card here, which is pretty cool. It's great to see Din Djarin, especially with the dark saber. Our next card is we have Fennec Shand planning the attack on Jabba's palace. Royal Farm Boy has a weakness for brunettes. Okay. So there's Fennec planning the attack on Jabba's palace. And, of course, it wouldn't be the Book of Boba Fett without Luke Skywalker and and Ahsoka Tano. Look, I love Luke, I love Ahsoka Tano, but they had no place being in this show. And our last one here is we have Scad and Drash. You know me, I love Jason Derulo's spin here for Scad. So that's a pretty cool card. So really, really cool first pack. Um, can't wait to see. We're probably going to get a few duplicates here, but that happens in any card pack openings. So you just have to, so you just have to, you know, take the good with the bad, really. So let's move on here. So we've got pack number 2. So this year we've got a lot of Star Wars content coming out. We've got the Mandalorian starting up again next month. We just had the Bad Batch start, and we've got the High Republic going on, which is going to continue, or it continues to impress. The Battle of Jeddah, really really cool, and I absolutely love it. So that's cool. We are on pack 2 now. And then we've also got the Ahsoka show coming out. We have the Young Jedi Adventures animated series, which is set during the High Republic, coming out. We've got Jedi Survivor in March, along with Jedi Survivor Battle Scars, which is the book leading up to Survivor, written by Sam Maggs. So, really excited to read that one. We've got the Inquisitor novel coming out. So, there's so much content to be held this year. And from what I hear, we could possibly get Skeleton Crew this year, but I wouldn't really hold my breath on that, considering that they're still filming that. So I want to get into another topic here in just a second, but after we get done pack two here, and we're going to talk about the rumors of Damien Lindelof's Star Wars movie. So, um, let's see here. We have Boba Fett clearing out the bar. This is called a stunning aftermath. So that's pretty cool. Love Boba Fett. We have the Order of the Night Wind revealed here. I wanted more of these guys, honestly. Sorry. I wanted more of these guys, honestly, because they are just so much. They were so much fun to watch. So you can see there. Our next one here, it's called Flight Test. So you see Din Djarin and at the controls of his souped up Naboo starfighter, or I should say the new Razor Crest. And then we have a Boba Fett's Arsenal card. This is about the seismic charge, and we see it destroying the Sarlacc pit. And then we also have the Mandalorian caught in the Rancor's grasp. That was actually a really funny scene. Loved that whole Rancor bit in the finale. And then we finally have Scad keeping tabs on the Pike's arrival. So that's pretty cool too. Really cool second pack. Um, I love the seismic charge card. I think that's pretty cool. I love like the scene that you see with it. Um, so it's a lot of fun. I'm loving these packs so far. So happy that my wife actually got them for me. No, I'm gonna open a few. There's 10. I've got three more packs until five. I'm not gonna open all 10 of these tonight. I'm gonna open five, and then we'll talk a little bit more, and then probably call it a night. And then I am also going to be in our Discord voice chat in a little bit too, after the show. So if any of you want to hang out in there and you're part of our Discord, join us. So let's see here. We have pack number three. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we get like any autograph cards or anything like that. That would be actually really cool because I did hear rumors of autograph cards in these sets. First card right off the bat for oh, you're gonna open them? Thank you. First card right off the bat for pack three. Um, who doesn't love the Major Domo? Like seriously, who doesn't love this guy? Great comic relief character. So awesome to see him in trading card form. Then we also got the Nightwind here again. That's a great picture of them on the roofs of Mos Espa there. I love that whole chase scene with Fennec Shand and these guys. Just great. Of course. We've you know how much I love uh this clown, but actually I don't really like this character that much, but I gotta show this anyway. Here's Grogu's balancing act. Um, Look, I have nothing against the kid. I'm just tired of seeing him everywhere. And honestly, he shouldn't have been in the show. Let's see here. Oh, this next one. Love this next one. Yeah. This next one's really cool. This next one is concept art from the Mandalorian episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Um, when he's like in the meat locker and everything. Love this. Great card. This one does? Okay, cool. This one has Boba Fett on top of his bantha, and if Cam were here, I would have him say like a bantha. Love this. This is cool. And our next one here is we have our last pack or last card of the pack. We have the skills of the bounty hunter. So that's just him cleaning up the bar fight again. So cool pack. Love the Mandalorian concept art. Not a big fan of seeing Grogu, but he's in this. He's part of Star Wars now, so you know how others don't like Jar Jar. I don't like Grogu. So, you want me to do this one next, or do you want me to do another one next? Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, and then I'll go with that one. All right, let's see here. So we are on pack 4 now, and first off, right off the bat, we have Danny Trejo and the Rancor, and it's called a Rancor gift from the twins. this is this is great. I love this card. I love just seeing the Rancor on the sled, and of course, Danny Trejo. It wouldn't be a Robert Rodriguez project without Danny Trejo. Let's see here. We've got the taking on the Scorpionic droid. Fett weren't ever a character that caught my attention as a kid back in the OT days. I did love the stories we were told in the Book of Boba Fett. I loved when it focused on Boba Fett and Fennec Shand and like characters like Cobb Vanth. I loved seeing Cad Bane, but like I said, the Mandalorian stuff just really took me out of the show. All in all, I thought it was an entertaining show, and you know, it was fun, and that's what it was meant to be. And of course, I'm gonna watch season 3 of The Mandalorian. I gotta see where this story goes because let's face it, I'm vested in it. My wife's vested in it. As much as I don't want to see Grogu, I'm still gonna watch the show. So we've got taking on the Scorpionic droid, which this was part of the finale as well. Um, Really cool looking card. Love these still shots that they're able to capture for these cards. Our next card here, we've got another character poster, and this is for Boba Fett himself. You can see him without the helmet. Um, this is probably after he leaves the sanctuary, and I like this one. I really like these character poster cards. We've got our first duplicate of the set. It is a stunning aftermath once again, but it's still pretty cool. And our final one here, we've got another black, or no, we've got one more card. We've got another black chrysanthemum card here, the intimidating Wookiee chrysanthemum. I loved seeing Black Chrysanthemum in this show, and it just worked so well. And I wanted more of him, honestly. But maybe if we ever get a season 2, he'll show up. And maybe he'll show up in Mandalorian season 3. And then we've got one more here. This is a gesture of respect, and we see um, Boba Fett with one of the Tusken Raiders. I gotta tell you, I absolutely loved the story of Boba Fett and the Tusken Raiders at the beginning of the show. It just worked so well, and it was such a natural story, and and it was just I hated seeing them kill that tribe of Tusken Raiders, because honestly, they shouldn't have done it. Farm Boy wants to know where he found these. You found these at Target, right? You can find my wife found these at our local Target. We've since been back to a few of the Targets in our area, and we still haven't found any others yet. So if you find more, let me know. I Yeah, if you find them, grab them because you're probably not going to see them again. Yeah. Star Wars card packs, especially Topps Star Wars card packs, always sell very, very well when they're on the store shelves. Um, and this one was only, it was like 20 bucks and you get 10 packs of cards. So you get like 60 cards in the pack. So that's really cool too. Um, so just keep that in mind. If you do see them, go for them. Even if you don't like the show, it's a collector's item. They're fun to collect, and honestly, I want to get a binder to start displaying these card collections. I have to find my other cards. I think they got lost in moves and everything. But I got to find these other cards. All right, so we are going to go to our final pack of the night, and then we're going to talk about the Lindelof Star Wars movie, and then we're probably going to cut it short tonight. It's probably not going to be the full 2 hour show, and that's okay. It's our first live show back. We're probably going to have a big group next week to talk spoilers and stuff for Battle of Jeddah and a few other things. So let's see here. Our final pack. Oh, this is thick. This is thick. Okay. All right. We got more Grogu. Hooray, more Grogu. So we have Grogu's Choice, which I got to tell you, I love this shot of Grogu having to choose between the lightsaber and the chainmail. Um, however, like I said, you know how I feel about this character. Let's see here. This one's fun. Okay, this one is cute. As much as I don't like him, this one is cute. It's Grogu with in the cockpit on the brand new N1 Starfighter. It's just it's silly, but I love it. All right, let's see here. We have we have the Major Domo character card. Once again, how can you not love this guy? And I love this pose. Absolutely love this pose. Uh, why is it all Grogu in this? Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, after I show this one. Pardon my language, people. Um, okay, here it is. Grogu calms the Rancor. It's cute. That's what it's there for. All right. Now it's time. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got two more before I get to the special one. Okay. So we have the remnants of Jabba's sail barge. That's really cool. I love the photo here, and I love that they go. I love how this hasn't been cleaned up at all. That's pretty cool. And then we have a gift for Grogu. It is what it is. All right, finally. Okay, this is pretty cool. We've got one special card so far. So we have a commemorative patch card here, and it's actually for one of the underrated characters in this show. We've got a Fennec Shand patch card here. As you can see, this is the patch here. And on the back it says, "Congratulations, you've received a Book of Boba Fett commemorative patch card." Really, really cool. It's thick. Look at how thick this card is. Um, yeah, I love this. So good find. Thank you. Were there any other special ones? No? Okay. That's okay though. I'm happy with this special one. This is cool. All right. So let's talk about so those were those were some card openings. We still have Five packs left to go, but we're going to open these on another night. But let's talk about the rumors of this Damien Lindelof Star Wars movie. It seems that these rumors are becoming more and more true as we get closer to Celebration. The rumor is now that his Star Wars movie will start shooting probably in May or June, and we should be getting a cast reveal at Celebration Europe in April. So we've heard that this is set after the sequel trilogy. It will have a female lead, which I think is amazing, and it will center around new characters with the chance of some sequel trilogy characters coming back. I would love to see Finn, Poe, and Ray come back. Even Chewie, even Maz Kanata. I'd love to see them come back. I will say this: as much as I love seeing Jedi and Sith, and as much as I am loving the High Republic and the exploration of Force cults and Force religions and uh, religious sects and all this other stuff, I would love to see this story focus on characters that are not Force sensitive. I just, I don't know. Like there are, I'd really just like to see a balance, between the force heavy stuff and the non force heavy stuff. So I found the stuff from Star Wars Newsnet, so the Resistance broadcast people. I usually trust them when it comes to a lot of their news because they very rarely miss. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think? So there's the rumor is that Damien Lindelof, the creator of Lost and like Watchmen and like a few others shows, is writing a Star Wars movie or is writing and producing a Star Wars movie that might actually be revealed in April at Celebration and could take place after the sequel trilogy involving some sequel trilogy characters. And that should be the rumor is that it would shoot for the 2025 release window, which would actually make sense because you have Avatar 3 in 2024, in which James Cameron has just said that because The Way of Water is going to cross $2 billion worldwide, he's now working on 3, 4, and 5. No. Yeah, he's just saying it as an excuse. He's already filmed like 3, 4, and 5 altogether. So, with Lindelof's movie, I would love to see it focusing on rebuilding or or well, I don't really want to see Jedi honestly in this next movie. Uh, you know where you can go with it? Send it to the frickin' Chiss Ascendancy and the Unknown Regions. Like, take a break from the overall galactic conflict and everything and focus, like, give us a Chiss Ascendancy movie. You would bring in a lot of diehard fans. However, who knows? Lindelof could also just be saying this stuff just to throw us off. He might be doing an old Republic movie for all we know, or even a High Republic movie. We don't know, and we won't know until Celebration if they reveal this at Celebration. From what I heard, it was going to be Patty Jenkins' movie next, Taika's movie after that, and maybe Lindelof's movie. Or maybe they're just saying, hey, Lindelof's movie's already good to go, Taika's on deck, and then we'll have Patty after that. We don't know. We also don't know what Ryan Johnson's doing with his rumored trilogy. I know. Or with what Ryan Johnson's doing with his trilogy. I know. There are a lot of people out there who hate The Last Jedi. There are a lot of people out there who hate Ryan Johnson and call him Ruin Johnson and all this other crap. But honestly, Ryan Johnson's a great director and he's a great writer. If you've never seen Knives Out or Glass Onion, you should because it's amazing. I'd love to see an update on Ryan's trilogy at Celebration, but I really have a feeling. They do pick from Besman. You're right. But honestly, I would love to see something. If they bring Lindelof in, he's got to knock the doors down. Like he is going to have to really bring it because let's face it, there are a majority of Star Wars fans that do not want to see any more movies after The Rise of Skywalker. Personally, I love The Rise of Skywalker. I want more sequel trilogy content and post sequel trilogy content. So if you're going to bring that to me, bring it. Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. My wife just brought up the point that there's a whole galaxy, but we just keep going to the same planets. But that's what I loved about the sequel trilogy was that we saw new planets. That's what I loved about Rogue One. That's what I loved about Solo. We saw new planets. Ah, okay. But you've got the unknown regions and wild space that you can explore. And just bring it. Like, seriously, just explore these other areas. Honestly, here's another thing that I want to see from Lindelof's movie. Make it a movie about the characters from Resistance. What? Like, bring Christopher Sean back as Kazuda Ziono. Thank you. Bring us Bucket. Bring us Jarek Yeager. Bring us CB23. Could you imagine a live action CB23? I'd lose. From what you hear, this Lindelof movie will happen. I think the Lindelof movie is going to happen. I really do. Lindelof, the problem with Lindelof is he tries to complicate things too much. The example is Tomorrowland. I love Tomorrowland. I think it's a he wrote it. He wrote it. Brad Bird directed it. I love Tomorrowland. I think it's a fun movie. I think it's great. I think the messages it tells are fantastic. There are a lot of people that don't like that movie because they thought it was confusing. My wife thought it was very confusing. I can see where it's confusing. Lost, don't even get me started on Lost because that is just after season 4 of Lost, sorry, I'm getting a little excited here. After season 4 of Lost, it went downhill. Watchmen had a great first season and it was its only season. But Lindelof shows you that he can deliver with that. So, I say we give him the benefit of the doubt, we see what he brings to the table. But let's face it, Farm Boy, you know you're going to be there day one when it opens. I'm going to be there day one when it opens. My wife is going to be there day one when it opens because I'll be dragging her to the movie day one when it opens. This is Damien Lindelof's Star Wars movie. The movie that it hasn't been happened, but will probably be announced at Celebration. Yeah, in 2025, we're going to the movies that day, okay? Okay. Sure. So we don't know though, but Lindelof's also worked with J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams helped produce Lost and a few of these other things. So we know he can deliver. Let's see how he can deliver with Star Wars. Let's see if he delivers with Star Wars. Now, with Taika Waititi's movie, because I have a feeling we are going to get an update on that at Celebration as well. Taika's movie could be really, really good But I okay, I love Thor Ragnarok. I love What We Do in the Shadows. I hated Thor Love and Thunder. I shouldn't say I hated it. I didn't like Thor Love and Thunder. To me, they just made Thor way too stupid and they just told this story that was just not entertaining. The stuff with Gore and the stuff with Gore was great. However, they botched the Jane Foster story. They botched a lot of things in that movie. So personally, I'm not a fan of Thor: Love and Thunder. Love Ragnarok, but can't stand that one. So Taika is going to have to find a delicate balance to really appease the Star Wars fans while also doing something new. And I mean, he did that with Ragnarok. He appeased the MCU fans while doing something brand new. But he tried it with Love and Thunder and it just wasn't that good. So who knows? Patty Jenkins movie, we could see Patty at Celebration and she could give us an update on Rogue Squadron. However, I think that one is that 2029 release that they've talked about. Who knows? Also, they have to contend now with Avatar. I follow anything to come where it concerns Taika. Yeah, I don't know. Um, they now have to compete with Avatar for these December release dates. And let's face it, Star Wars didn't do well in May with Solo hitting in May of 2018. Um, I personally love Solo. My wife thinks it's a great movie. Everybody that I know that has seen Solo has enjoyed it for the most part. So you see how it does in May. However, I will say this. You had back-to-back hits in May of 2018 with Avengers Infinity War and then Deadpool right after it. So you had Solo kind of sandwiched in between that. And let's face it, they didn't market that movie very well at all. Besides the Denny's campaign, I did love getting a Therm Scissor Punch trading card. I don't even know where those trading cards are anymore. But I got my boy Therm Scissor Punch. So we have to see where they go. If they go December release dates, it'll go well for them because let's face it, Star Wars makes money in December. It made tons of dollars with Force Awakens, made tons of dollars with Rogue One, made a crap ton of money with The Last Jedi, and made a crap ton of money with The Rise of Skywalker. So they're shooting for those December release dates. However, now we have to coordinate with James Cameron because James Cameron has to shove. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved Avatar and I loved Avatar The Way of Water. I really did. I thought that they were both great. Thought that they were great movies. However, James Cameron is about to shove a bunch of Pandora down our throats. Just letting you know. And that's why I'll never get invited to an Avatar premiere. Thanks. Exactly. Exactly. I'm just a terrible human being. I'm focusing on getting invited to the premiere of The Acolyte right now, okay? Oh, that's another thing that starts filming or that has started filming. We have The Acolyte. We're going to get an Acolyte update at Star Wars Celebration. I'm so excited to see this cast at Star Wars Celebration. Hopefully, we get a trailer and a release date. The Acolyte is going to be something very special, especially if you're a High Republic fan, because it is in that sweet High Republic era. And we get to see how the Sith infiltrated the Jedi Order. And this means we will also be getting more information about the ancient Sith shrine at the bottom of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. That is awesome. And anything that I can get about that stuff, I'll be happy. I really will. I want to see more Force cults in my Star Wars, and I hope the Acolyte gives us that. I also hope Skeleton Crew gives us that too. That's another thing. We're going to get an update on Skeleton Crew. We'll probably get a trailer. We'll see the cast, and we'll probably get a release date for that. But keep in mind, Celebration is going to be setting up the next 12 to 24 months of Star Wars outside of what we already have for this year. So keep that in mind. Oh, thanks, man. I hope we get that Acolyte invite too, because I really want to see this show. Thanks, buddy. I'm so excited for the Acolyte, especially that cast. I'll go through the cast again real quick because it's great. Um, let's see here. I can't share this, but I'll go through it. I'll go to IMDb real quick. Ah, ha 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 ha. I just caught my All right, let's see here. So with the Acolytes, we have Amandla Stenberg as the lead for this show. Um, they're a person of color who is also a who also identifies as non-binary. That's really cool. We have Daphne Keene, who was absolutely incredible in Logan as X-23. We have Jodie Turner Smith. We have Margarita Laveria or Levieva. I don't know. Margarita, I am so sorry if I mispronounced your name. We have Carrie Ann Moss. Oh, God, I hope she's playing a Jedi because that would be super awesome. We have Charlie Barnett. If you've never seen Chicago Fire, you should because he was amazing on that show as young Peter Mills. Yeah, I hope he's playing a Jedi because I think that that would be really cool. Avar Chris from the High Republic. Yes. Everybody's fan casting Jodie Whittaker as Avar Chris because I would love to see Jodie Whittaker. We have Rebecca Henderson, James Henry Thomas, Manny Jacinto, Lee Jung Jae, who was in Squid Game. Um, yeah, so we've got some really cool stuff. So this cast is really stacked, and we've seen a couple of. Oh, there's good spoilers on the Acolyte, I've heard. I don't want to hear any spoilers. I want to go into the Acolyte as spoiler free as possible because that show is going to blow us away. I just know it. This show is going to be on the same level as Andor when it comes to its brilliance. I really think so. Um, this cast is stacked and it's a very diverse cast for a Star Wars show, and I absolutely love it. You have people of color, you've got people of different genders and orientations, and all different representations here, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's about everybody in the community coming together and delivering these impactful Star Wars stories. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't think that Daphne Keene will not kick ass, she is going to kick so much ass in this show. Also, we had a couple of stills. I don't share unless I'm at. Okay, fair enough, farm boy. Love that, buddy. We did get a still from the show as well that showed the various characters in High Republic robes, and we did see a Wookiee Jedi, a live action Wookiee Jedi in robes. So, we're getting a bunch of Wookiee Jedi, and I'm so happy. We won't see Gungi. I'm sorry. We won't see Gungi in the Acolyte because that's still a little bit before his time. But we are going to see High Republic Jedi and Wookiee Jedi. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great show. We have a lot coming up this year in Star Wars. The High Republic has kicked off 2023 with a literal bang with the Battle of Jeddah, and it's only going up from there. So, I hope that you all are along for the ride. I hope that you stay tuned to us and our coverage of all these different things. We're actually going to wrap the show up a little bit early tonight. That way I can just kind of chill out and just relax a little bit. I had a pretty long day today. It was a very fruitful day. I got to do fun adult stuff, and my wife and I got to have some lunch and spend some time together, and it was really, really nice. So, I'm going to be in voice chat after the show tonight in our Discord so that we can just hang out and everything. But before we go, I want to thank you all for coming back for this brand new year here. I want to thank Farm Boy for chatting it up with me. I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in this evening. We hope that you have a wonderful week. We are going to be back later this week with another transmission burst, which will be our spoiler review of the Battle of Jeddah. So get ready for that. And as always, we're going to be here with you every week, except for the week of February 10th, because we're going to be at Farpoint. And also, oh, yes, thank you. I forgot about the end of February. Also, one more announcement no show, no live show at the end of February, as. Oh, my. Yeah. Um, Farm Boy says, I wonder, will 2023 be the year when Eric has his missus by his side on the live show because she's very knowledgeable. No, she likes just being my producer, Farm Boy, and kind of loves giving me ideas and stuff. And, you know, yeah, there she is. There you go. Um, so also at the end of February, we may or may not have a live show. It depends on my internet connection. Because my wife and I are going to be in Philly for the weekend, for my birthday weekend. Super excited about that. We're going to go to a Flyers and Canadians game, and then the day after that, we get to go to the Disney 100 exhibit at the Franklin Institute. I am so excited for this for this exhibit. It covers the 100 years of the Walt Disney Company, anywhere from the early foundings of the company to early animation to Imagineering to the theme parks to Star Wars to Marvel to Indiana Jones to Pixar to all of these amazing things. And I can't wait because I'm gonna take so many pictures. I may even do live streams from the exhibit if I can on Twitter if we can. If not, it's no big deal. I'll get a bunch of pictures and everything, and I'll be posting them on social media throughout the day. So you just, we've got a lot this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned, stay with us. And as always, we love you. May the force be with you. May you always fight for light and life. And remember, at the end of the day, we are all the Republic. Until we meet again later this week and on our live show next week, have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you